Thank you so much for tuning in to this special edition to Fluent Radio 88.9 FM. I am your host, Mr. Fluent himself. Y'all, I am with the legend, the iconic,
bless you, man.
classic. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. Yo, this
They
dude
don't know
is
about us.
no. This dude is the blueprint of
my
R&B
childhood.
music. I don't care what nobody says. Like that's just what it is. This is the one, the only John B. How you doing, bro?
I'm very blessed, man. Thank you.
This is surreal right now.
No,
this is crazy, Mr. Someone to Love. You know what I'm saying? Yes, definitely. So right now you're touring with
City Winery is the venue, and these shows are amazing. 90-minute sets, back to back. It's a lot for me to sing, and do this in every state. But it's truly a pleasure to reconnect with my audience, my family, everybody who's been supporting me all these years, and let's just celebrate one night, you know what I mean? And just the music, So.
Definitely. Now, how in the world you link up with Donnell Jones?
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for that song to come out. I was like, cause I seen it on Instagram, and I was like, man, I can't wait till this song comes out.
Oh man, thank you so much,
Yes.
man. I mean, it's for the R&B lovers out there. It's for the R&B diehards. Everybody who's rocking with us back in the '90s. We're still here. We're still doing this, and we love it just like we loved it back then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, we love it more. For different reasons. We're grown men now, so
Right.
the song kind of speaks on that. It's like saying, the hook says, even if you think you've seen the best I have, I'm gonna show you that you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm gonna make you understand. And,
Definitely.
And it's just because I have so much more to show. And especially as a grown man now, I feel like I've matured a lot. Lyrically, like you just get better with time. I think. You know what I mean? The more you love something. I've been loving this music for a very long time now. So.
Definitely. Cause we go like in the '90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like.
Some babies got made, man.
Yes. And you are the cause to that. You are the cause to that. Yes, definitely. Because I got my swerve on the go. But it's all good. So what is your what are your biggest inspirations?
I think life in general is my biggest inspiration. But my wife, my little girls, and I think females in general have always been inspiring to me. Every place in my life, every sort of age that I ever was, and as far as 14, 15, 16, when I started to really have girlfriends, it sort of became like my muses. You know what I mean? That was my reasons to kind of figure this stuff out through lyrics, because you remember what it was like to write letters.
Right. You can me check this box. Yeah.
I think I'm like, me check this box.
Yeah.
No, I mean absolutely, and I think that there's a lot to be said about that. We had that innocence in us to write letters and to show our feelings, for each other, until we learn how to be a player, until we learn how to be, this crazy world we live in. But it was innocent, right? It was so innocent back then. I like to rediscover that innocence through my music, and I like to pretend with my music. I like to fantasize about the way that it used to be, or the way that it really can be if you try. If you want to make romance in your life, you can make it. And I want to be one of those defining factors for people where it's like, you buy a box of chocolates, you buy some flowers, and you get the John B tape. You know what I mean? You gotta have that part of the atmosphere. So that's what I want. I want to belong to people in their lives for a certain reason, because I bring a certain energy.
Definitely. So the new album's priceless.
New album's
priceless right now. So you're 8 albums deep then.
Yeah,
priceless will be nice.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and every album has been a different side of John B.
Oh yeah. I try to do that. I try to not make every album like a cookie cutter type of thing. Like if I had a hit in one style or one sort of way I did it before, I don't want to just copy that same style and Xerox that out again. Because I feel like people are smarter than that.
Right.
People are deeper than that, and people have much more ability to adjust and to be able to rock with you, through all the different shades and styles of your music and your sound.
Right.
And I produce my own beats, so it's like I'm not always in the mode of the ballad. Sometimes I want to, sometimes I want to. So I try to give you a little bit of everything, all the sides. You know what I mean? And so you can see there's a club side, there's a side for lonely times, you know, when you're feeling sad. There's a time for sexy times when you're in the bedroom. There's a time for relationships. There's a time for being strong and being, you know, around family and like embracing family and celebrating family. So yeah, I try to give you a little bit of everything.
And just a few more questions. So, was it a hard transition because you can see it, a blind man can see that you are so hip hop. It's not even funny.
Oh, thank you, man.
Like you love R&B, yes.
I love R&B, but I love hip hop.
But you're right, because when you say a Tribe Called Quest, I'm like,
yeah.
And you work with Tupac, so so you know kind of both sides.
I work with Nas, work with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big fan of hip hop, and I always have been a fan of these MCs, and you know, and also producers in hip hop. People like Premier, you know, Pete Rock, Jay Dilla, you know, Just Blaze, High Tech. You know, these guys are like pillars in my, you know, in my house, you know, my foundation. You know, and without them, I don't feel like I would understand hip hop the way that I do, and have a reverence, a real true love for hip hop. And the music that I grew up to is like the greatest hip hop there is. I mean, I love the hip hop of the days right now and everything, but it's changed so much that you really can't say apples and oranges really with me. You know, I can't pull up an old Gangstar record and compare it to anything that's out right now. You know what I mean? Or a Nas record or something like that. You know?
Exactly, because we were actually interviewing Diggable Planets, and I was just kind of talking
Diggable Planets.
And it's funny because hip hop today, it needs both though. It needs the Tupac, the
yeah, I remember seeing J. Cole doing that sort of like a combination of both worlds. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of the elements of the groundedness of the subject matter of Common. You know how Common was always kind of like spiritually grounded with his raps and his lyrics, and would always kind of give you kind of his moral code was behind it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like J. Cole is kind of following in those footsteps. It's nice to see somebody kind of have some real, you know, a real message behind their music.
Right.
That's the kind of rapper that Tupac was. You know, he's trying to tell you something, not just spit game in your ear. You know, and I like that. And I'm not trying to down anybody, you know, who is doing anything else. I just feel like it's to be commended when somebody has the courage to not follow the trends,
right,
and to do something that might. It has a chance of actually not working.
And the crazy that you say that is because you did the same shit. Like you did, like seriously, like because you did the same thing, because like the same thing that you're explaining, it's like you took that leap out there. You just said, because and I'm gonna say this for the record, like he is the blueprint. This is the first white dude with a fade and do R&B both, like, and this not the down nobody.
We had that tape room before.
Yeah,
white boys had it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you,
he was the first one.
I said it.
I went to New York City to do my video, and I had, you know, they made me grow my hair out for my first record. I didn't wear my hair like that. That wasn't my style. That was like most of the, you know, the guys outside of my complexion, they wore their hair like that, got streaks and all that. And that wasn't my vibe. That was more of early on, like if I was, you know, in like 6th grade or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
The boy band.
You know, I am as far from boy band material as at least I consider myself. So, you know, it was definitely like a stretch for me. I was like, oh, don't make me do this. But they're like, no, we need you to be like George Michael. So I was like, okay. So yeah, you know, that's what. Hence the reason why I grew my hair out. But when I cut it off, that's when Cool Relax happened, and that's when I tapered. You know, got the fade and the, you know, and the Caesar and all that, and it was new, and it was, you know, something that I feel like was culturally challenging for a lot of people. They were like, "What is he? You know, what are you, Puerto Rican?
Are you really light skinned?"
Yeah, light skinned. Like, all right, well, I could be whatever you want.
Exactly.
And at the same time, it's just like it's also showing the one love thing. You know, it's just like, hey, if you're a part of this, be a part of it. Right. Don't ask. Don't expect anybody to come out and get you. Come on, be a part of this. No. If you want to be a part of it, come on in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Come on in.
Because you came out, because you was first. You started the beer game. You started that because you got 90. Well, you started.
Now I see a lot of fellas in there.
Not everybody got it. Everybody got it.
Okay, that's what's up. And that just means great minds think alike, dude. That's all. I ain't trying to take no too much credit for anything,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But the one thing, and I will let you get some rest. It's like the one thing I do want to say from Fluent Radio and everyone that's under our umbrella is that thank you so much for classical, timeless music that's still relevant today. Is to say that it's okay to court your woman. It's okay to make love with her, just not in the bedroom, but throughout the day. That's how you get some.
That's right.
That's how you get some.
Come on, man.
Open the door.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like
it's okay to be grown and act grown. You know what I mean? And to be a young man and be grown. Because when I was a young man, I had grown swagger. I was like trying to really do grown stuff, like think like a grown man. And maybe it was a little too soon, maybe it wasn't, but the whole thing about it is you gotta aim for something in your life, or else someone else is gonna tell you how it needs to be, and you're not gonna figure it out for yourself. And I feel like a lot of kids are following and not really carving their own way. So carve your own way out there. If I could say anything to the generation of today, make sure you're carving your own way, and you're not a follower, man. Because I'm telling you, you might mess around, follow the wrong dude, or follow the wrong lady, or whatever, him or her. You know what I mean? Could put you in the wrong direction. You lose your way that way, man. That's why you gotta find your own way. You know what I mean? And real talk, you're talking to somebody who found their own way.
Definitely. Like I said, I mean, we appreciate your music so much, and what's to come. We cannot wait to hear the new music.
Understand?
It was dope when we heard the concert
Jones right now.
Yes, the concert was so dope. He came in, he did his thing, and he laid it all out there, heart and soul. And I encourage anyone to check out the John B. I don't care if it's an album. I don't care what it is, like any concert, whatever. Price is coming, what, man?
Yeah, Priceless is out right now, the single. The album will be out in a couple months, man. It's fresh in 2020.
So y'all be in tune, because we definitely gonna let y'all know when it's coming out. Yes, we ready for anything that's John B. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you and your time, man.
88.9.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you,
we appreciate you. Thank you for the music and everything.
Sure.